March break, yup, it's about to be here, and are you ready to plan an unforgettable family adventure? Well, look no further than the Niagara region. Our good friend Natalie Preddie is here. Get Lost with Natalie Preddie, of course, a travel series on YouTube you can check out, but she's here right now to tell us everything we need to know for March break. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, this is looking at us right now.
Yeah,
and
so
we're,
you know what?
yes.
I'm not going to keep this from you any longer. This is amazing sourdough from RPM Bakehouse in Jordan. Now, there are lineups for this bread that go around the corner. It's 10 out of 10, phenomenal. And the RPM Bakehouse, you may know Pearl Morissette, the winery, so they provide the bread for that winery. They also sell the wine there. They have pastries, they have preserves, they have this honey, which you may want to put on your bread. You know, I'll leave that up to you. And this is from Quebec. Everything that they work with is hyper-local. So they have local stone mill flour, which has made that bread. And, you know, in their sticky buns and their pastries, everything is local. And this is super, super popular in Jordan. Jordan's a beautiful part of Niagara and a great place to visit on your way to Niagara Falls. So when you go to Niagara Falls, you can't not go look at the falls. I mean, I always forget, and I get there and I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, this is why it's one of the seven wonders of the world. It's so cool. Doesn't matter what time of the year, always a really, really cool destination.
Always.
And another thing that a lot of people don't notice is the Freedom Trail.
Right.
So the Freedom Trail is 56 kilometers, and it goes from Fort Erie all the way up to Niagara on the lake, and it really highlights Canada's part in the Underground Railroad and in Black history in North America. So if you go and look at all of these plaques along the way, you can see some amazing markers. So you can see where Harriet Tubman crossed over from the States into Canada when she was leading slaves to freedom. And from 1850 onwards, you can see that right there at Niagara Falls. Also, when Mackenzie King was staging his rebellion, there were lots of Black troops that were supporting him. And Josiah Henson was a commander, and he is the inspiration for the book Uncle Tom's Cabin. And he had a phenomenal community that he built around the Niagara region as well in the late 1800s. Canada's part in Black history in North America is just fascinating, and the Freedom Trail really gives you some insight into that.
So some learning
along.
You know, when you head down to Niagara Falls, absolutely, this is something you want to check out. So you've taken in all this history. You think, oh my goodness, I think I'm a little hungry.
Always hungry.
Yes. You started with the bread, then you went around.
Exactly.
Now we got to have a meal. You're going to keep
bread. So you know what? Yeah, exactly. It's delicious.
It is delicious.
This is why people line up.
Yes.
So we head to the Flying Saucer. Now the Flying Saucer, it is a Niagara Falls institution. It has been there since 1972. I know you saw look at that. It is built like a UFO. So the gentleman who started it was obsessed with UFOs. Now we have this restaurant. There are aliens everywhere. They have breakfast until 2. The portions are huge. They make their crepes in-house. The staff is so lovely. And the food is really, they had these chili cheese fries.
Ooh, that's
that I have not stopped thinking about. Devo, this is right up your alley.
And it's crazy. I go to Niagara so often. I've never done the Flying Saucer.
Do it.
It's on my list now.
Now you got to go. Footlong hot dog as well.
I'm in.
Stop.
That looks amazing.
It was so good.
So good. Okay, so now that I've filled my body and made it look beach and water park ready.
Well, you're going to wait the obligatory 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Before you go in the water. That's what my mother told me.
Or be bloated.
Or be bloated. You want to head to Americana Water Park. This is 25,000 feet of water park.
Awesome.
There are slides that go inside and they go outside. And there's a big bucket that
there's you dancing.
And there's dancing because you walk in and it feels like you are in the tropics. So the weather is in there, these little microclimates, warm, and it's the only retractable roof.
Cool.
over a water park in Niagara Falls. So, you know, in the summer, you feel like you've got the open air, and in the winter, you feel like you're in the Caribbean. And if you have curly hair, it curls perfectly in there. You should just hang out
let's
there
go.
all day.
I have never been there, and this has just convinced me. I'm going.
Oh my God, and
I'm
it's
going.
great with kids as well because
Yes.
for me, you know, the three of them all run in different directions. And in this space, I can watch them
can see
all.
all of
I'd be
them,
able
yeah.
to
Very good.
manage them all when they all start going
Doing
down
the things.
slides and doing their things. And so for parents, it's great.
Love this. Okay.
Yeah.
Lot to do. March break.
Beautiful.
Get ready to it.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. And
my
don't
gosh,
forget,
Natalie.
if you missed this or you want to learn more, head on over to Breakfast Television's YouTube channel. Get lost with Natalie Preddie. That's a new one.
I like it.
Natalie
I like
Preddie.
it.
Natalie
Get
Preddie.
readily with
Readily with
Readily
Preddie.
with